First exercise. Nice of you to join us. First exercise is going to be the sandbag. Sandbag. Down. Ready? Down. Down. Yeah. I'm feeling better. All right.
Ruck. We even got this one for you, Sandbag.
Nobody walking, but everybody's got a face down.
Shit.
Go fit the move.
Don't disrespect it. I pop your pussy like this. Cause you ain't crazy in this video. It's Lil John and the East Side boy with me. And we all like to see ass and titties. Now bring your ass over here, ho, and let me see you get low. If you want this stuff, now take it to the top. Now if your ass won't act, then you can keep your ass where you at.
In the money shot, boys. Yeah. Coming. Yep. The reveal? Yeah. Yeah. Just crystal clear.
Is it?
Yeah. I know, right? OnlyFans.
Girl, you're working with some ass hand. The bad jam, make a nigga spend his cash hand. His fast hand, holds round with the passion. They mad hand, you can ride in the jag hand. With that hand, you can smoke the fire bag hand. A grass hand, got money, I can flash hand. The trash hand, I'm a big time a nigga, yeah. Pull a trigger, yeah. I play a hater flipper, yeah. Way filler, yeah.
And that's the 54, Forrest.
Forrest, respect.
William 42, Billy go.
Billy go.
Sam 14,
Yes.
Nick 42, H.
Robert 25, white life.
Juan, 33 range.
Mason 17, Spark Plug.
Spark Plug.
Josh 44, Pinball.
Pinball.
John 42, Wolverino.
Wolverino.
Justin 36, 2G.
2G.
Josh 37, Tree Ball.
Free ball.
Lauren 39, Tool Time.
Tool Time.
Travis 36, Sandbag.
Sandbag.
Jesse 41, C10.
C10.
Dan 39, Clear.
Tim 39, Reams.
Thomas 39, Glory.
And making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go. Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even in starstruck. Humble through opportunities given this fight.
Is it? Is that what it is? All right, this is how you talking to a mic, you sons of bitches. I'm trying to record something.
We've never been there before.
So shout out to my fellow alcoholics in attendance tonight. Here's to poor choices, crying yourself to sleep at night, and waking up to a slow death every morning. Okay. Hopefully, we all hate each other a little bit more tomorrow for the things that's going to be said tonight under the guise of comedy. That's why I do one of these. If I had a podium, goddammit, like I asked. Anyways. Ponce almost gave it away today, the surprise shorts this morning. But fortunately, it flew over both of their heads because, you know, they're both fucking imbeciles. We all know that Sandbag went dry for the year. That's some newfangled fad that the kids these days are doing. Pussies. What you may not know, however, is that his wife's pussy also went dry. Because of who he became. Sandbag is so short.
How short is he?
His wife bought doggy stairs so he can comfortably climb into bed. He knows she's in the mood when she walks in with a high chair so she can suck his dick. Who we kidding? He's married. Ain't no dick sucking happening in that house. At least until Beanbag becomes the captain of the football team. Sandbag likes to be the big spoon, but they call it teaspooning. Sandbag is so short, Beanbag needs to lead him into the store so the automatic doors see him. Sandbag has found a house, or hasn't found a house in Kansas yet, because he demands a bidet. And he's okay with the realtor, thinking he's the pretentious asshole we all know him to be, instead of unveiling that his arms just aren't long enough to wipe his own ass. The pendulum. When his wife hears, "I'm done," coming from the bathroom, she has to mentally prepare herself to wipe her own husband's ass. And then asks, who is it? And she knows it's not one of the kids when she hears a sad and sobbing, "Me." Speaking of old men needing their asses wiped, Forrest! It's pretty easy cleanup for Carla with that soft food diet your geriatrician has you on, no? Give it up, guys, for our gracious host and humble host this evening. Yes? Give it up to him. If you don't know, real quick, this isn't in my thing, but Forrest did some time in improv. His teachers were Stephen Colbert and Stephen Carell, yeah. So he's had some training. Unfortunately, we didn't see it tonight. Forrest, who works for Amazon, and unbeknownst to him, the contract he signs states that he must be on gag and leash that Jeff Bezos controls for 1 weekend in November. That's why he'll be out next week. All right, heel boy. It's not the first time his work has involved Amazon. Forrest is so old that when God was creating the Amazon rainforest, it was his idea for God to include the largest dick-shaped animal alive, the anaconda. He was also strongly suggested that this particular perfect specimen swallow his enemies whole. Forrest's idea. Forrest doesn't have a gag reflex because he was born before humans evolved that feature. Forrest is so old. Forrest, is he okay? Someone check his pulse. Oh, dear God, I'm glad you're okay. Guys, come on. Turn off your phones. Take them off 5G. Fuck, it's fucking up with this pacemaker. Forrest is so old, he's very familiar with pandemics. The Black Plague actually originated in his home shire. He was deemed patient zero when his half-step uncle brother snitched on their weekend bender at the brothel the next village over. He was so drunk that when he demanded some ass, he didn't realize that they brought him an actual ass. A donkey! Now, his half-step uncle brother tried to intervene, but the lovers just neighed. Nay. Now that's some whore's power. Forrest is so old, he doesn't refer to him as Father Time. He simply calls him Cousin Timmy. On his mom's side. Cousin Timmy, on his dad's side, diddled Forrest when he was only 16 and Timmy was 4 years old. He just never forgave him. He just never forgave him. That toddler was a fucking asshole. Don't groan. He got this. He grew up to become a pope. Rushmore, who isn't here, is so perfectly bald, you could shove him up Wild Thing's ass. Feet first, dip him in transmission fluid and use him as a, use his head as a ballpoint pen. His head is so shiny, his wife has him go down on her so she can use it as a mirror when traveling cross country. Rushmore's head used to moonlight as a disco ball. And for a night of honest work, he'd get paid in lines of Coke, Twizzlers, and America Online vouchers. You've got mail. If you don't know, Rushmore raises livestock, which is why his wife... his wife doesn't allow Rushmore to have Forrest over. Because of the story I just told of him fucking an equestrian, goddammit. No? Do you guys remember that? Do I need to go over it again? Glory. Fuck that guy. Joker made it out. Actually, he didn't. God damn it.
Damn it, Joker.
I don't want to end up on his school shooters list. I'm good. Please. Some poor girl fuck this kid so we all live. I got pink eye. Hold on, guys. It's going to close up before my set's over. But seriously, what bad could be said about Glory? Other than his poor form just to finish ahead of me at workouts. He's a college professor, a great father, a loving husband, a chaplain, an honest man of God. He's there for people in a way most of us could never be. The tough times, the sad times, the transformative times. But did you know? On his breaks, he likes to kick over recycling bins, piss off the top of a parking garage, rip Lost Dog posters off of the community bulletin boards, shout racist comments as he drives past gas stations. He writes negative comments on his daughter's Instagram posts under the pseudonym Eat Shit Dad 666. He goes into the 15 items or less checkout line with 16 items. He punches his wife in the middle of the night and claims he was having a nightmare. He HCs when he damn well knows it's an SC, if not a full fucking clown. Sad clown, right? He's got to offset all the good he does day in and day out. Life is a balance, my friends and ATM. ATM and Tanya were gracious enough to allow me to intrude in their lives for a few months. While I'm going through my divorce, yes, which was signed off on today. I know what you're thinking, and yes, I masturbated there. And there. And right where you're sitting there, Sandbag. And there twice. Even fucking there. Here a little bit, but there a fucking lot. Like a lot. Alexa would turn herself off, but only after about the third hour. ATM will admit he's on the spectrum. And I'd argue that motherfucker is the spectrum. Let me go into detail on what I mean. He's an arrogant asshole. And that's all. Although it could all be due to the hemorrhoid he's been dealing with, also known as Gypsy. You did. I told you to name him Rage. If you didn't know, ATM works for Bank of America and has handled ATM interfaces. And you idiots finally fucking putting it together? Just like when interacting with the soulless, cold-hearted, and apathetic piece of machinery, when interacting with our own ATM, you need to constantly check over your shoulder. You fear of the information it may disclose. You're always disappointed pulling out what you ask for out of it. And all it knows to do is throw money at a problem. Gypsy, on the other hand, is no better. He wrestled in college, and not like that real wrestling that produced the likes of The Ruck and Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Ric fucking Flair. Woo! No, he did the kind that makes no money, without a crowd, and in a singlet. If you're not familiar with a singlet, it's a thin and revealing piece of clothing that leaves nothing to the imagination, much like these yellow shorts. Basically, you wouldn't allow your daughter to leave home in one. But you're totally okay with letting your son hug and sweat all over another young, strong, well-defined boy with perfect skeletal structure and such potential for, shit. Sorry if I got you going there, Clarence. You are not cleared for landing. I repeat, you are not cleared for landing. Abort. Abort. What happened to that singlet, Gypsy? Does your wife keep it around for the pool boy? Wild Thing played baseball in ASU. Or for ASU. On the field, he was a pitcher, but in the locker room, he was a catcher. Wild Thing was a phenomenal pitcher. He really knew how to work the corners, which he learned from his mom. Speaking of learning from his mom, Billy Goat lost his virginity to his mom's winter slippers. She knew better than to leave the cocoa butter in the Sears catalog within the reach of a young hormonal goat. Till this day, that's still the best sex he's ever had. He's been chasing that dragon ever since. Whatever happened to Slipperella? Do you guys still talk? Speaking of setting the bar low, Sandbag, give it up, buddy. Hey, buddy, man of the hour, His Holiness, Saint Sandbag, the giver of beatdowns, the EH goat. He can talk any man into any questionable situation. Ain't that right, Tool Time? When Sandbag found out Tool Time was a handyman, he thought Tool Time was openly flaunting his hand jobs. When Tool Time tried to clarify by saying, no, he'd clean his gutters, lay some pipe, attend to his back door, trim his bush, and was an expert caulk handler, Sandbag was even more confused. I think he's been conflicted all along. And the sexual tension between these two is causing a rift in our group. You guys, keep it platonic. Sandbag, you don't have to move. It's all right, buddy. It's all right. But Sandbag, you've been a huge influence on this great group of men and such a driving force for good. I mean, look at these shorts. There's no way we would do any of this for any other ass hat. These leave us exposed. Maybe it's preparing us for the nakedness we'll inevitably feel entrenched in your absence. Take it to them boys in KC. Show them what fucking killers we have bred here in Gilbert. I'm extremely grateful to have shared these few years of some of the most physically grueling situations ever. I have grown because of your presence. You've all been great sports, and I wouldn't say any of this shit if I didn't respect each and every one of you. And Sandbag, you're a great friend, an amazing father, honorable husband, and an exemplary leader. They say you only roast the ones you love, and brother, you're the most worthy of all that respect. Thank you for accepting me as I am, and each and every one of us. Good night.
I appreciate you guys, every one of you. It's been a great time in Arizona. Our family loved the time here. The only thing I'm going to miss about Arizona is you guys. It's where we get everything from. We get our strength from you guys. We get, I've become such a better person, husband, father, all because of little pieces of every one of you. And I couldn't do it without you guys, honestly. And the only thing that brings me happiness about going to Kansas City is there's guys just like you there already. So We'll get them trained. We'll get them trained. But seriously, it's been probably the best 4 years of our lives being here. No other place has been like this. And I've told you guys before, I got high school buddies who I'm still really close with, and it's just not like this. I'm at a different stage in my life, obviously, but just couldn't do it without you guys. So thanks for giving me the strength. You guys give me too much credit. I'm just here. You guys are the ones who come and really keep this thing alive. So give yourselves a round of applause too. And it's gonna be sad to go, but I'm planning on being back here for the rim to rim. So get ready for that. Rim to rim to rim. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me.